Good evening. We present the news summary. Police have denied any link between an A and B officer's arrest and the investigation into last week's fatal car crash at Karana. Police say inquiries are continuing into the crash in which 3 men died and a 4th was injured. Police said today that they are still treating the case as an accident despite online speculation about illegal activities. They said the car and other items found at the scene are still in their custody while the investigation continues. The injured man, who's 19, remains in intensive care, but his condition was today described as stable. In what police said was a separate case, they confirmed the arrest of an anti-narcotics bureau officer along with a family member. They're being investigated for impersonation and felony charges. President Danny Faure will address the nation tonight at 8 p.m. President Faure will give an update on the new measures in place in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. The address will be live on SPC1, Radio Sicile, and Paradise FM. There has been no new positive cases of COVID-19 in the country for the past 20 days. The 5 patients out of 11 who tested positive are in stable condition in the isolation center at the Family Hospital at Ile Perseverance. 6 other persons tested negative after following treatment. They are now in the quarantine center at Beauvallon Bay. The government has introduced a scheme to allow trade-off of land in exchange for the construction of a house for the landowner. The policy allows for landowners who are not able to construct a basic dwelling house for their personal needs to apply for the government to construct on their land. In exchange, the landowner should agree for a portion of their property to be transferred to the government to build at least 1 additional unit for other families who qualify for housing assistance. The Principal Secretary for Infrastructure, Yves Chopi, said that they expect to start negotiations with interested applicants towards the end of June. He was speaking during a press conference on the matter this morning.
Under this policy, government will construct a house for the applicant on their land, and in exchange, the applicant will agree to transfer part of the land to government for government to construct houses to assist other families in need. The objective of the policy is for us to address housing demand in 2 ways. First of all, by assisting the person who has affordability constraint to construct a house. And secondly, it will allow us to convert some of the land under private ownership to government so that we can build more houses to assist in housing demand in the country.
The cost of imported chicken and pork will increase on the 1st of May now that the government has agreed to add a new levy on those 2 products. There was already a tax of 5 rupees for every kilogram of imported chicken. With the new levy, 1 kilogram of the product will now cost 7 rupees. An extra 3 rupees has been added on imported pork, which will now cost 8 rupees 13 cents per kilogram. The Principal Secretary for Trade, Celia Mogro, says the increase is temporary during the COVID-19 crisis.
Given that we are going through the pandemic, the COVID-19, and we have different food security programs that the government has announced, we have found the necessity to increase the pork and poultry levy so that this could cater for the budget that is required to implement these programs.
This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.